Did you know that Grasshopper and GitHub actually work very well together? Here's a simple strategy on how to set up a Python BIM library with objects such as a stair and a column, and then connect this to your Grasshopper definitions. The advantage is that you can leverage all the existing dev tools out there, such as LLM Code Assist, code formatters, very advanced IDEs, but then also keep the design logic inside Grasshopper and easily distribute it to your team. Here we have our Grasshopper sample file that I prepared. By the way, if you go to the repository in the link below, you can actually download these files and immediately start playing around with them. So here we have two examples on how to actually pull from our code base. One is of course local. So this is more for the developers, or as you're developing it yourself, you probably just want to point to a local code file. So then we have this Python node. We take local path from our repository, which is this repository, right? And in source, we have another folder, elements, with a bunch of BIM objects, so stairs, mushroom, column, floor plate, etc. And this is where the actual component lives. And then here we just connect it. So we import it here from elements, we import the floor plate. This is an important line because what this does is it reloads automatically and it busts the cache. If you do not have this and you make a change, you save here, then you will not see the changes in Grasshopper. And this is where a lot of people think like, oh, so it doesn't work. All right, so in another example, we are pulling directly from a public repo. Now important, if you have a private repo, you will actually need a little bit of more of a tedious setup, which I'm not going to discuss right now, but of course this is possible. So here we are essentially loading the GitHub URL of the file, and then we're actually calling the function. And here we have these layers, and then we're deconstructing these layers and giving them output names that we can then pick up in Grasshopper. So this file is really light and simple. It's just a loader. That's all it does. And again, the source code lives in the cloud, which will be pushed by developers that are now making here a change and then push it to the cloud. So in short, the great benefit of working this way is that you basically unlock the power of both Grasshopper and conventional dev toolings out there. So if you have more questions about this, send me a message on LinkedIn and let's get in touch.